When arthritis arrives, it doesn't knock. It just slowly settles in your hands, your knees, your shoulders, the stiffness in the morning, the ache at night, the creak when you stand, the wince when you sit back down. But here's what most people don't know. What you eat can either ease the pain or make it worse. And one of the most powerful ways to help your joints is through plant-based proteins. Yes, not just for vegans, but for anyone over 60 who wants to fight inflammation the gentle, natural way. So today, let me share with you the top 3 plant-based proteins that help soothe arthritis pain, backed by research and lived experience. Let's start with number 1. Protein number 1, lentils, the tiny powerhouses. When you look at a bowl of lentils, they don't look like much. Small, round, plain. They don't shine. They don't smell fancy. They don't boast with color or texture. But let me tell you something I've learned, especially in my older years. Sometimes the plainest things carry the deepest healing. And lentils, they may be tiny, but they are mighty, especially when it comes to soothing arthritis, strengthening aging muscles, and calming inflammation without the side effects of pills. Let me explain why. What are lentils, really? Lentils are legumes, part of the same family as beans and peas, but they're easier to digest, cook faster, and are packed with plant-based protein, up to 18 grams per cup when cooked. But protein is just the beginning. Lentils are also rich in magnesium, which relaxes muscles and nerves, iron, which supports energy and oxygen delivery, potassium, which balances blood pressure, folate and B vitamins, essential for joint tissue repair, polyphenols, natural anti-inflammatories that reduce swelling in arthritic joints. And most importantly, lentils are alkaline forming, not acid forming. That means they don't aggravate inflammation like red meat or processed food does. They gently nourish the body instead of triggering more pain. Let's talk about arthritis for a moment. Arthritis is not just wear and tear, it's inflammation. Your immune system is overreacting, causing swelling and pain in the joints. Sometimes it's osteoarthritis from years of use. Sometimes it's rheumatoid and autoimmune response. But either way, inflammation is the enemy. And lentils, they're on your side. Studies from the journal Frontiers in Nutrition show that polyphenol-rich legumes like lentils reduce C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker for chronic inflammation. Another study in older adults found that those who ate legumes 3 to 4 times per week reported less stiffness and improved mobility, especially in the morning hours when arthritis tends to be worst. It's not magic, it's gentle, consistent nourishment, quietly working in the background. When you're over 60, every bite counts. We don't burn calories like we used to. We don't process protein as easily either. So the protein we choose must be easy to digest, gentle on the stomach, packed with more than just muscle fuel. That's where lentils shine. They're low in fat, high in fiber, which helps prevent constipation, a common issue with some pain medications, very filling, helping with weight control, and even a few pounds off can make a big difference for arthritic knees and hips. And they don't come with the inflammatory baggage that animal proteins often bring, like saturated fat or excess uric acid, which can trigger gout. Let me tell you a simple truth from my own kitchen. There was a time when I used to rely on heavy meats to feel strong. Beef stews, sausages, fried chicken, and while I didn't feel weak, I felt sore. My hands would ache in the morning, my knees would click and resist each step down the stairs. I chalked it up to age. But after talking to my doctor and a kind nutritionist, I tried something different. I swapped out red meat for lentils, just 3 meals a week. That was it. Nothing drastic, no overnight miracle. Just a slow shift. And within a month, I noticed. My mornings felt easier, my joints weren't as swollen. I moved with more steadiness and less hesitation. It was quiet healing. Not loud, not instant, but real. Now, lentils are a weekly part of my diet. Not because I have to, but because they help me stay moving, stay sharp, and stay independent. How to add lentils to your life? Even if you're not a cook. One of the best things about lentils, they're incredibly easy to prepare. Here are a few gentle, senior-friendly ways to enjoy them. 1. Soft lentil soup. Simmer red or yellow lentils with turmeric, a bay leaf, and a pinch of ginger. Add carrots or sweet potatoes for natural sweetness. Finish with a spoon of olive oil or coconut oil for joint-friendly fat. 2. Lentil and veggie stew. Use green or brown lentils. Add spinach, zucchini, or pumpkin Flavor with garlic, cumin, or rosemary, which also support inflammation reduction. 3. Simple lentil mash. Boil lentils until soft, mash lightly with a fork, add salt, olive oil, and lemon juice. Use as a side dish or spread. 4. Chilled lentil salad. Combine cooked lentils with chopped cucumber, parsley, and a bit of apple cider vinegar. Great for summer days when hot food feels heavy. And the best part? Lentils freeze well. Make a big batch once, divide into small portions, and reheat gently when needed. As we age, pain becomes part of the conversation. But food, simple, real food, can change the tone of that conversation. You don't have to go fully vegetarian. You don't have to give up your favorite meals. But inviting lentils into your life is a small, powerful choice. They're soft, they're steady, and just like the best kind of wisdom, they don't shout. They work quietly, patiently, from within. So the next time your joints feel heavy, reach for something light, reach for something ancient, reach for lentils, and give your body the comfort it deserves. Protein number 2, walnuts, the anti-inflammatory supernut. There's something humbling about a walnut. It's not loud, it's not shiny, it doesn't beg for attention like the trendy foods we hear about on TV, and you'll find a powerhouse of healing hidden in its quiet, wrinkled shell. I used to pass them by at the store. I didn't grow up eating nuts, but when arthritis came knocking and my knuckles started swelling, my fingers stiffening, I came to realize something. Sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. They've become one of the most comforting natural tools in my arthritis journey. Why walnuts matter for arthritis. Arthritis, at its core, is inflammation. Whether it's osteoarthritis from years of wear and tear, or rheumatoid arthritis from immune imbalance, the pain, the stiffness, the swelling all stem from chronic inflammation. And what we eat can either feed that fire or help put it out. Walnuts are one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory foods, especially for older adults managing joint pain. Let's explore why. Each walnut is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which helps reduce inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, polyphenols, plant compounds that fight oxidative stress and slow joint damage. Magnesium helps reduce muscle tension and supports bone health. Arginine improves circulation to the joints, allowing nutrients and oxygen to reach inflamed areas. Protein, around 5 grams per ounce, helping to preserve muscle mass without burdening the kidneys. And unlike red meat, which contains pro-inflammatory saturated fats, walnuts are full of healthy fats that protect, nourish, and heal. In one large study, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, participants who consumed walnuts regularly had significantly lower levels of inflammation, including CRP and IL-6, both of which are linked to arthritis flare-ups. Another review found that omega-3s from plant-based sources like walnuts can reduce morning stiffness and improve physical function in patients with rheumatoid arthritis. Even better, walnuts may help reduce the need for pain medications, especially when combined with other healthy lifestyle habits. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a daily nudge toward comfort. After 60, our bodies start changing the way they handle fat and protein. Heavy meats can weigh us down. Beans can cause bloating. But walnuts, they're soft, easy to chew, and easy to digest. That's important because when you're dealing with joint pain, fatigue, and low appetite, you need foods that don't ask too much of you, but give a lot in return. I'll never forget one winter when my hands were so stiff I struggled to button my shirt. The mornings were the worst, painful, slow, frustrating. My doctor suggested a mild anti-inflammatory, but I also asked, is there something I can eat that might help? He smiled and said, try walnuts, every day, just a small handful. So I did. At first it felt too simple, just 5 to 6 walnuts a day. Could that really help? But within 3 weeks I noticed less pain in the morning, better grip strength, and best of all, fewer flare-ups when the weather changed. It wasn't dramatic. It was subtle, steady, like the quiet kind of healing that shows up when you least expect it. Now, I call them my medicine without a label. How to add walnuts to your day, even if you don't like snacking. You don't need to eat a bowl of nuts to feel the benefit. Here are a few gentle ways to include walnuts in your routine. Morning, sprinkle crushed walnuts into your oatmeal or porridge. Midday, add to a soft salad. spinach, avocado, and a light vinaigrette. Afternoon, mix into plain yogurt or spread walnut butter on a slice of toast. Evening, blend into smoothies with banana, almond milk, and cinnamon. Bonus, crush and mix into soups or stews for a rich, nutty background flavor. And for those with weaker teeth or dentures, you can lightly soak walnuts overnight to make them softer and easier to chew. A handful a day, that's all it takes. About 6 to 8 halves, or roughly 1 ounce. No need to overdo it, just be consistent. While walnuts are deeply healing, they're also calorie dense. So if you're watching your weight, stick to one small handful a day. And if you're on blood thinners or have nut allergies, always check with your doctor before adding them regularly. Healing is about balance, not extremes. When I look at a walnut now, I don't just see food, I see quiet strength. I see years of growth hidden in a humble shell. I see something that doesn't shout, but serves. And that's what I wish for all of us: food that doesn't complicate life, but gently supports it. So if your joints have been aching, if your fingers feel tight, if mornings feel harder than they used to, start small, start soft, start with a walnut. You might be surprised how much healing lives in something so simple. Protein number 3, chia seeds, the silent healers. They're small, almost invisible on the spoon, no smell, no taste. You could miss them entirely if you weren't paying attention. But after 60, we learn something powerful about life and about food. The quietest things often do the most good. And chia seeds, these tiny black pearls, are among nature's most silent healers, especially for aging joints, aching muscles, and inflammation that comes and stays without warning. Chia seeds come from a flowering plant native to Central America. The ancient Aztecs called them strength seeds, not because of superstition, but experience. Today, modern science confirms what those before us already knew. Chia seeds offer concentrated healing, especially for older bodies. Each tablespoon is packed with complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids, soluble fiber, which forms a gentle gel and soothes digestion, hydration support, they absorb 10x their weight in water, plant-based omega-3s, especially ALA, a powerful anti-inflammatory fat, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, essential for bones and joints. But what makes chia truly unique isn't just its nutrients, it's how easy it is for the body to use them. Arthritis thrives in an inflamed environment. When the body is dry, acidic, and stressed, the joints respond with pain and stiffness. But chia seeds help the body reverse that terrain. Their omega-3s help lower inflammation markers like CRP and interleukins. Their gel-like structure lubricates tissues, including joint linings. Their fiber supports gut health, and 70% of immune response begins in the gut. Their calcium and magnesium protect bones and soothe muscle cramps. In a 2015 study published in Nutrients, older adults who consumed chia seeds regularly saw improvements in mobility, joint comfort, and lowered inflammatory blood markers, all without medications. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it works, gently and consistently. I remember the first time someone suggested I try chia seeds. It was a young nurse who looked at my swollen hands and said kindly, "Have you tried chia gel before bed?" I laughed and said, "I'm old school. I eat rice and fish, not bird food." But I was tired, tired of pain, tired of waking up feeling like my joints had rusted overnight. So one evening, I soaked a tablespoon of chia seeds in warm water. By morning, it had turned into a soft, slippery gel. I added a little honey and swallowed it down. To my surprise, no stomach upset. No allergic reaction, just calm. I did it again the next night, and the next. Within 2 weeks, I noticed. I slept deeper. I woke up with less hand stiffness. I had fewer cravings for salty snacks, and somehow my skin even felt more hydrated. Now, chia is part of my nightly rhythm, like brushing my teeth. A small ritual of self-care I do not for vanity, but for movement, mobility, and dignity. Gentle ways to add chia to your life. Chia doesn't require chewing, it doesn't require seasoning, it simply asks for time and a little moisture. Here are a few senior-friendly ways to enjoy chia every day. Chia gel before bed. 1 tablespoon chia seeds, half cup warm water, soak overnight, stir in honey or lemon if desired. Drink slowly like a tonic. Chia pudding, great for breakfast. Mix chia seeds with almond or oat milk. Let sit 4+ hours or overnight. Add soft fruits like banana or berries. Sprinkle with cinnamon or turmeric. Add to soup or tea. A small spoonful stirred into warm soup or herbal tea. No taste, no texture issues, but full benefits. Sprinkle over soft foods, blend into yogurt, mashed sweet potato, oatmeal, even a spoon in a smoothie adds bulk and protein. Remember, chia expands when hydrated. Always drink water with chia, especially if eaten dry. After 60, hydration becomes harder. Our thirst response weakens, our tissues lose moisture, and dry joints equals more friction, more pain. But chia helps retain water, not just in your mouth, but in your cartilage, tissues, even muscles. It's like watering a dry plant slowly from the roots. Just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds delivers 4 grams of protein, supports gut motility, helps reduce constipation, keeps you full longer, which supports healthy weight, lubricates the joints from the inside, and perhaps most importantly, it's gentle. No chewing, no sharp edges, just smooth, soft support, like a warm bath for your insides. While chia is a safe superfood for most people, there are a few things to remember. Always soak or mix well. Dry chia can expand in the throat and cause discomfort. If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor. Chia is high in omega 3. Introduce slowly if you're not used to high fiber. Start with a half tablespoon. Drink plenty of fluids alongside. Hydration is key to chia's benefits. Healing should feel gentle, not forced. Let chia be a quiet companion, not a sudden cure. In a world full of noisy health trends, chia stands quietly in the corner, small, still, steady. And sometimes that's exactly what we need after 60. Not a miracle, not a fad, just something consistent, soothing, supportive. Chia doesn't promise instant relief, but it offers something deeper, a return to softness inside a stiff body, a quiet path back to flow, to flexibility, to feeling whole. So tomorrow morning or tonight before bed, try it. Let those tiny seeds remind your body how to soften, how to heal, how to move again. Because healing doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers from a spoonful of seeds in a cup of warm water. After 60, pain has a way of settling in quietly, in the joints, in the back, in the small moments, tying shoes, opening jars, standing up from bed. But just as quietly, healing can begin. Not through loud medicine bottles or quick fixes, but through small, consistent choices: lentils, walnuts, chia seeds. 3 humble foods, 3 gentle allies, and together they form a kind of daily medicine, from the earth to your plate to your joints. If you've been living with stiffness, swelling, or slow mornings, I want you to know it doesn't have to stay this way. You don't need to give up flavor. You don't need to live on pills alone. You just need to give your body what it's been quietly asking for: nourishment, natural support, and kindness from the inside out. If this video gave you a new idea or a little hope today, please leave a comment below. Which of these foods will you try first? Or share your own tip. Your wisdom may help someone else walking the same path. Like this video to help it reach others who may be suffering silently. Subscribe to True Senior Wisdom for weekly guidance on aging well through food, movement, and gentle daily choices, because every bite matters. And every day, you still deserve relief. You still deserve to feel strong. And you still deserve a life with less pain and more peace.